pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you. Mrs. Cron is not with us tonight. Mrs. Johnson, are you going to take the roll?
Mr. Casper?
Here.
Mr. Deming? Mrs. Miller? Here. Mr. Regomo?
Here.
Mr. Sarnes?
Here.
Mrs. Schmidt?
Here.
Mr. Thompson?
Here.
Mrs. Yardley?
Here.
Dr. Yardell?
Here. Thank you. At this point, comments or questions from guests? If not, we will move to the sole committee report, and that would be personnel. Mr. Regomo?
Thank you, Dr. Yarnell. First motion on the agenda is to appoint Sean Dolbert, the candidate as for the new business administrator, effective on earliest availability according to terms of the agreement provided.
Thank you. Do we have a second to that motion?
Second.
Moved by Mr. Regomo and seconded by Mrs. Schmidt to approve Sean Daubert as our new business administrator. Comments or questions from board members? If not, all those in favor? Aye. Opposed? Motion carries 8-0. Mr. Daubert's in the audience. Would you care to say a few words at the podium? Sure.
Just quickly say to thank the board, thank Dr. Radican, Mrs. Johnson, and the rest of the folks that were in the interview process. From the first time I walked into the administration building, I felt welcome in the district. And it was from the first person I met, to the people I saw in the hallway, to the folks I interviewed with. I felt nothing but welcome here, and I do appreciate that. It's a difficult thing, starting a process of looking for a different job, and it was made easier by the folks here. So I do truly appreciate that, and I really look forward to moving here and bringing my wife and 2 children and becoming a part of the community and having my kids go to school here. So I'll make it short and sweet. I do appreciate everyone's vote tonight. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Daubert, and welcome on behalf of the board. We look forward to working with you.
Thank you.
Mr. Groveland, there is another motion tonight.
Yes, sir, there is. The second motion is to approve the superintendent's personnel report dated June 1, 2015.
Do we have a second to that motion?
Second.
Moved by Mr. Regomo and seconded by Mr. Thompson to approve the superintendent's personnel report. Comments or questions from board members? If not, all those in favor? Aye. Opposed? Motion carries 8-0. Next is any new business from board members? If not, we'll move on to announcements. The next regularly scheduled board meeting is slated for June 22nd, 2015. It'll be in this room at 7:30. There was an executive session tonight. It wasn't at 7:30 as the agenda says, but and it was for the purpose of personnel matters. I would also note that there may be, probably will be, I should say, the likelihood is that there will be a special board meeting on June 15th in conjunction with the curriculum meeting that night. Comments from guests? If not, no press tonight, so this meeting is adjourned. Thank you for coming.